yourself here on a Sunday at 8 o'clock for a very special show. First of all, though, how are you doing this evening?
Very well.
Very well. Glad to hear it. Tonight is the culmination of a 2-day workshop and also some other fun things, featuring the one and only Kevn McDonald from Kids in the Hall. Round of applause for him. Tonight you're going to see some sketches from that workshop. Also, you're going to see Kevn improvise with some of his improvisers. But first, we're going to kick it off with something a little special. So before we start, if you could, at least silence your cell phones, turn them off. All of this stuff, comedy, is best enjoyed when technology in your pocket is unreachable. So you can focus and have a good time. We're going to take a picture. Just turn off the flash. Don't be a big distraction. Cool? Cool. Without further ado, let's welcome to the stage, Kevn McDonald!
Hello. My name is Kevn McDonald. Hi, person in the front who talks a lot. Thank you very much. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? I'm so sorry. I'm touching your knee. I'm so sorry.
I'll stop talking.
Thank you very much. Hello. My name is Kevn McDonald, and I am from the comedy troupe The Boys in the Hood. Cheech and Chong. I don't really remember. I just know there were 9 of us and we had a radio show in the 30s. I have a warning. I have a warning for you good people of New Orleans. Or New Orleans. I don't know how you pronounce it. I have a warning for you people of this good city. I am a sketch comedian about to attempt stand-up comedy. So please be prepared to duck. My sketch comedy friends say, Kevn, do not attempt this. This is an act of pure folly. You are walking purposely into a bear trap. This is what they say. My sketch comedy friends go, I have many, many sketch comedy friends. Well, I'm not bragging. I'm in the sketch comedy world. Of course I would have many, many sketch comedy friends. I do. I have Mr. David Foley. Only 8 yays, I'll tell him later. Mr. Eugene Levy. Many more yays than Dave. I will tell Dave that later. The fat guy from Hee Haw. Comedy genius, comedy genius. I'm about to lie. I believe he's from New Orleans. I don't know. I have no idea where he's from. And my sketch comedy friends, they say, Kevn! Kevn! In a high-pitched voice similar to my own. Kevn! Sketch comedy and stand-up comedy are 2 completely different sets of skills. In sketch comedy, you're on stage with your 4 friends. With your 4 friends, they've been your friends since you were teenagers. You come on stage, you get to frolic around, you share with the audience the ideas you thought of that week. You're with your friends, if something goes wrong, you can blame one of them. Usually Scott Thompson, the gay one. Yay! I hope that was a good yay. But stand-up comedy, they go on and say, you're all alone. You're by yourself. There's no gay one. Kevn, you have to tell jokes. We've never heard you tell a joke in your life. Kevn, you have to use a microphone. You've never ever used a microphone before. Well, I say this whole argument is absolutely ridiculous. Because really when you think about it, comedy. So let's just get this fucking thing started. They told me to swear a lot. I will be doing stand-up comedy, things like this, for the next 13 and a half minutes.
Yay!
So, where are you from?
The Pacific Northwest.
Is that a city? I couldn't think of a joke. Alright, I'll be doing stand-up comedy, things like this, for the next 12 and a half minutes. I think that took a minute. So, what do you do for a living?
I'm a dad.
Is that a city? Stand-up comedy! Stand-up comedy! Let's do stand-up comedy! Stand-up comedy pose! It's a stand-up comic pose! I'm a stand-up comic, I must be, I'm standing like one. I'm Sam Kinison in 1986. I'm angry at something. Stand-up comedy joke! Here comes Hey! Hey, I got the finger going. The stand-up comedy finger. Hey! Why do they call it shampoo? It has the word poo in it. Why do we put that in our hair? I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a stand-up comedian. Before I start the comedy part of the comedy, I think it's only right and fair that I tell you a little bit about myself. Now, let's start at the beginning. I had a very difficult childbirth. I refused to come out the conventional way. So the doctors had to try what you kids call, from the Pacific Northwest, what you kids call a C-section. But every time they cut into my mother, I moved away and they couldn't find me. The doctors say the proper medical term for this is coward baby. I was a coward baby. At one point they tried to get me on my mother's shoulder, very ugly, very ugly. Eventually she gave up and went home. Every now and then she'd go back to the hospital and try again. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't born until I was 7. I did grade 1 and 2 inside my mother. I guess that's homeschooling. Yay, Pacific Northwest, thank you. Speaking of birth, that reminds me of death. That was a segue! And this, of course, is a true story. No, it's not, I'm lying! My father just recently died. And everyone around him this time knew that he did not have much time left on this great green or blue or planet. I don't know what color the planet is. So they called me and they told me to come to his deathbed. It was time for me to come to his deathbed. So I packed my things, I took a plane, I went to his deathbed. It was in his death bedroom. I just walked down the death hallway. I think I used the death toilet. I think I had death diarrhea that day. So there I was in his room, standing under the doorway of death. He saw me in his deathbed, and he summoned me over with his weakened hands. Just the same way that I help people park cars. I get run over a lot. I went over to my father in his deathbed, and in a voice as equally weak as his hands, he said to me, "Son, I have lived a long and wonderful life, and I have seen many beautiful and exciting things. So come closer, for there is something that I must tell you." I took a deep breath, knowing that I was about to hear the last words of my dying father. I came closer to him. He gave me a wise smile and said, "I don't want to die. Jesus Christ, I drive a Honda. Don't let me die, you son of a bitch, coward baby." Call back to coward baby, doing callbacks to the stand-up comedy thing I'll be doing for the next 9.5 minutes. Oh, let's talk the comedy thing for a second. I want to try this. This is something, sometimes I do some original songs, but I'm not really musical and they're not very good. So I thought I would do a cover song. Let's do a famous cover song. That'll be fun. Yay! Yay! That's good enough. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I'm not very good with them. Oh, my God. I'm ruining the show. No. You're right, it wasn't that good to begin with.
No, it was good.
No, thank you very much. It was. You're right. A famous cover song. Now, when I was a kid, I was more of a fan of music than comedy. Maybe I still am. And of course, I love the songwriters. Love the great songwriters. I'm old, but they were even old when I was a kid. I loved Bob Dylan, Lennon McCartney, Lou Reed, sure, he's good. David Bowie, Burt Bacharach, all the great writers. So I'm going to do Burt Bacharach. So I'm going to do a great cover song. If anyone here is over 40, you will of course know the song. If you're under 35, you may not know it, but it's as catchy as hell. So I think you'll like it. So here we go. The big cover songs of all time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. haven't said it. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much. You're probably saying at this point, I don't need a mic. Hey, Kevin McDonald, when did you get your first laugh? Well, I'll tell you. At 12 during Catholic Mass. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. When I was 12, I was a Catholic. I was so Catholic. I was an altar boy. I was an altar boy. I was an altar boy. I was chubby. I was chubby. I had fuzzy hair. I was chubby. Don't forget the chubby part. I had thick glasses. Thick glasses. I had braces. I was a chubby, sexy altar boy. So there I am in this particular Mass on the altar in my altar boy robe, doing my altar boy gig, holding the cross. Next to me is hip old Father O'Leary doing his thing, reading from the Bible, when suddenly I stumble and I drop the cross. I bend over to pick it up. I fall. I fall off the altar. I roll. I roll down to the first few pews. Now, when I was a kid, Chevy Chase had gotten famous on Saturday Night Live for falling every week and introducing the show. So when I fell off the altar, I secretly jumped up and yelled, "Live from New York! It's Saturday night!" At first, silence. Incredibly stunning yet beautiful silence. Then after a few nervous moments, for the first time in the history of a church, nay, the world, people laugh during a Catholic Mass. Even Catholics just laughing is an extremely rare bird. After the Mass, Father Leary was livid. "You don't get laughs in a church. No one gets laughs in a church. What happens next Sunday? Do I get hit by a pie? No more laughs in church, or you'll laugh all the way to the bank of hell." Jesus never got laughs. He was a humorless fuck, just like me. You know who was funny? Judas. Yeah, Judas. He was hilarious. I believe he was writing for Mad Magazine right before he betrayed our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. No more laughs in church, you chubby, sexy, fuzzy-haired son of a prick. Cocksucker, coward baby. Call back to coward baby, stand-up comedy thing. I'll be doing it for the next 5.5 minutes, maybe 4. I am new to the stand-up comedy thing. I've only been doing it for a couple years, but I've begun to realize that you stand-up comedy audiences seem to be obsessed with jokes. You seem to want and crave jokes from me. I come on stage and I hear, "Kevin, tell us jokes. We want jokes. Tell us jokes." I don't know any jokes. I'm jokeless. I make no jokes. I make faces. I'm a face maker. This is how I get my laughs. This is how I ply my trade. This is how I earn my keep. I make faces. So with that in mind, I'm going to make a couple faces for you right now. I wrote some down in my hotel room. Hip thing to do. I don't know what faces I'll make. I'll write some down. If it feels good, I'll do it. Hip face comedy. What face should I make? Oh, that's a good one. I think I'll do 14B. Yeah, 14B. That used to be my big hit face. It was a face that got the most laughs. But I haven't done it for 6 months because I popped a blood vessel in my eye last time I did it. But I think I'm ready to do it now. So the return of 14B. 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 So well before. All right, I'll do one more face. I'll do one more. Why not? I wrote a few down. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'll do 33C. 33C. It's not as good as 14B, but what could be? But it has some voice work and some movement, and I think I need some energy at this point. So we're gonna do 33C. 33C. I need the whole stage for 33C. Yeah. ironic about this bit, there's no clever twist ending coming. I'm just honestly trying to kill 2 minutes because they wanted me to do my act 2 minutes longer. But I would like to show you one more face. This is the face of the audiences that have been watching this act for the past 2.5 years. Oh, I remember! The Kids in the Hall! That's the name of the troupe, The Kids in the Hall! Fuck Dave Foley! The Kids in the Hall! Now, it's been almost, well, we were actually kids when we thought of it. It's been actually almost 30 years since we've been discovered by a wonderful, wonderful woman named Lauren Michaels. Wonderful woman. She's a comedy genius, Lauren Michaels. And Lauren, this beautiful woman, snapped us from obscurity. We were playing a small club in Toronto. This is absolutely a true story I'm about to tell you, I swear to God. And she signed us, and then she got HBO to sign us to write and film a pilot for a sketch comedy show for them, for HBO. Now, Lauren, and she really was a beautiful woman in the 80s. I wish you'd seen her in the 80s. Stunning woman. She's an attractive older woman, but she was stunning. She convinced us and HBO for us to move to New York for 6 months, where we would write the pilot during the week, and then we'd perform in the weekend to keep from going rusty. Now, HBO was going to pay for this whole thing, but this is HBO pre-Sopranos, pre-Game of Thrones. They weren't the shit yet. They didn't have a lot of money. They only had enough money to get us 4 apartments in New York. Now, apparently, there's 5 kids in the hall. So, 2 of us had to live together. Now, Scott Thompson and I are the 2 weakest members of the troupe. So after the troupe brawl, it was decided that Scott and I would be roommates. Now, living with Scott Thompson was a glorious adventure. Like the time we had the masturbation fire. This is absolutely a true story. Absolutely, we can't wait. I came into the apartment one day, and in the kitchen, saw a completely naked Scott trying to put out a raging fire with a small pot of water. It's a true story. What happened? I was masturbating. Obviously. Grow up. Apparently, 20 minutes earlier, Scott was in the kitchen fully clothed, boiling water for eggs. This, of course, made him horny. So he went to the bedroom to masturbate. It took longer than he thought it would take. I guess it's hard to come when you're thinking of naked egg-shaped men. The water boiled over and we had a masturbation fire on our hands. They're the worst kind.